What's up, guys? Game Feed Fanball Games here, and I'm back, and it's time for another Drama Scripted Saturday. So I just want to go over the two Money in the Bank ladder matches that's gonna happen this Sunday at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Let's go over the Money in the Bank briefcase match first. Who has Kofi Kingston? Oh wow, Jack Swagger's in it. Wade Barrett, Rob Van Dam, Dolph Ziggler, Dean Ambrose, and of course the man who did his sell out, he brought back in Seth Rollins. Now, the way I see this match is that it could have three potential winners come out of this. You could either have Seth Rollins win, you could have Dean Ambrose win, or you could have Dolph Ziggler win. Only reason I say you could have Dolph Ziggler win is because they randomly decided to start up a feud between Wade Barrett and Dolph Ziggler, which the series in that is 1-1. Dolph Ziggler won on last week's SmackDown, and then Wade Barrett won this past week on Raw. I don't know what's going to happen on this week's SmackDown. Keep in mind, this is being taped on Thursday, and I don't read the spoilers. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen on this week's SmackDown, but so far that feud is 1-1. I don't see RVD winning. Kofi Kingston, he hasn't gone anywhere since Randy Orton called him stupid. Jack Swagger hasn't gone anywhere ever since he got caught smoking weed, caught with marijuana on him back 2 years ago. So yeah, those people are just filler. And Wade Barrett got hurt, so yeah, he's just gonna go through the match. So yeah, that's, if you really want to think to it, it only comes down to three potential people that would make sense. Either Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, or Dolph Ziggler. I don't know if WWE is going to play it safe and go with Dolph Ziggler again, because the only reason why he lost the World Heavyweight title the first time is because he had a concussion. So, because WWE is, kind of shy on pushing new talent too soon, it seems, because now it's the standard. It usually takes about a year or two. Back then it took probably a year or 2 years max to push a guy that they wanted to get pushed to be a main eventer. Now it seems to take a consecutive 3 to 4 years. Daniel Bryan's a perfect example. 3 to 4 years. Or even 5, because there was that 1 year in FCW, then the other half of the year in NXT, then he got fired, then he came back, and then it took, so yeah. So it took 4 to 5 years to push Dan Bryan. It took, as you can see, it took 4 to 5 years to push Dolph Ziggler. It took 2 years, 2.5 years to push Alberto Del Rio. The Shield as a whole lasted a year and a half. And they're just now making it into the main event scene. None of them really has held main event gold, though. Dean Ambrose was the U.S. champion for a while, but only defended it 5 times. And Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns were tag team champions. Jack Swagger, when he had the World Heavyweight title, before he got it, it took him 3 years. Kofi got to it, but then he lost it. But Kofi's been in the business 7 years. I think 7 to 8. And Rob Van Dam is Rob Van Dam. You just have him do anything. So I don't think he's staying on. I don't think he's full time, but I don't know if he's staying, for a long time anyway. He's in his mid-40s. So I probably gonna have it play out as WWE taking it the safe route and having Dolph Ziggler win, and then they could just continue the feud between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, and the next pay-per-view is Battleground. Yeah, I know they kept it. It's a horrible name for a pay-per-view, but they kept it. It's that's a pay-per-view name that I think TNA would pick. But yeah, Battleground is the next pay-per-view after Money in the Bank. Excuse my voice. Yeah, Battleground is the next pay-per-view after Money in the Bank, so probably they're just gonna continue the feud between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose at Battleground. But I don't know, it's gonna be an interesting match. Hopefully it should sports entertain me. That's a fact. It is gonna be sports entertaining. But I'm just gonna say they're just gonna give it to Dolph Ziggler. Now on to the main event Money in the Bank match. This is one for the WWE World Heavyweight title. You have Kane, Sheamus, Ray, Orton, Cena, Cesaro, and Alberto Del Rio, and of course Roman Reigns. whoever wins this potentially is either gonna have to face two people at SummerSlam. So it's probably just gonna build up to SummerSlam. Whoever the opponent is at Battlegrounds is probably gonna be a fill-in because I don't see the person, unless they get injured. I don't see the person who wins at Money in the Bank. I don't see them losing the title at Battleground. So whoever is the champion now is probably going to be the build-up opponent for one, Daniel Bryan, or two, the most hated man in the WWE since he conquered the streak, Brock Lesnar. Or three, Batista. But I don't think Batista will be back. He should be back in. No. Guardian of the Galaxies comes out in August, I believe. So I'm not sure if he'll be back before then. But you could throw in Batista as well because he never got his 1v1 championship match that he was promised by Triple H. Just like Randy Orton never got his rematch cause, that's why he's been tossed in the Money in the Bank ladder match for the WWE World Heavyweight title. And to be honest, even if Dan Bryan was ready to face Kane, then Randy Orton would have been in the regular Money in the Bank ladder match because he never got his rematch. So I'm assuming you could throw Orton in there as well because this still isn't a 1v1 ladder match. So you could probably say if he loses here, the build-up would be to face him at SummerSlam if they don't go with Brock, or if Daniel Bryan's still not ready, and if they don't go with Batista. So you could always just go with Orton. Like I said in my previous one, I think it's too soon for Bray. It's too soon for Rollins. It's too soon. Reigns. It's too soon for Reigns. And too soon for Cesaro. Which leaves them giving the title back to Cena, Alberto Del Rio, Sheamus, or Kane. Because those are the people in this match. Oh, besides Orton, those are the only people in this match that has held a main event title before. There's been a meme going around that it was going around for TLC too, that Orton will grab the World Heavyweight title in fall, and Cena will grab the WWE title in fall, or vice versa, and the titles will be separated again. If that happens, I'm perfectly fine with that because, like I said, in my opinion, I feel that there's such good talent, and I feel that for them to have something for all of the talent to do, the titles should be split again, and I feel that they should have a brand split, but make it mean something like it meant something in the mid-2000s. But what messes that up is they went on and made Raw 3 hours, and when Triple H first named it the Raw Super Show, they don't even call that anymore if you're starting to notice that, was that the Raw Super Show had stars from both SmackDown and Raw on it. And now the last 3 years they've just been using SmackDown as basically like this. It's chopped up all throughout SmackDown, but it's recapped of what happened on Raw. Where back in the mid-2000s they couldn't do that because SmackDown was all about the SmackDown superstars and Raw was all about the Raw superstars. I don't necessarily think that they need to OD and have 16 fucking pay-per-views in 1 year, like they did in the famous year of 2006. But yeah, I feel that they, in my opinion, I would split the titles back up and I would do a brand split and I would put Raw back to 2 hours. That's just me. It's not my company. Obviously, I don't know anything about running a multi-billion-dollar business like this because I would have my own. But then again, I don't have the startup money to start my own, but that's another topic for another day. But Vince obviously knows what he's doing because he's been in the game over 50 years. Well, I should say the company has been alive over 50 years. I think 56 years, 57. So yeah, as a whole, So obviously the McMahons have known what they're doing for more than half a century. So they know what they're doing. And obviously it's working because they've gotten my money. I have the WWE Network. You have the WWE Network. Have you at least been to one WWE event? Have you at least been to one? Have you at least bought one WWE merchandise? Well, you watch Raw. You watch SmackDown. So in some way, shape, or form, you're contributing to them. So they know how to get our money. But who's going to win this match? I don't think that they're going to shock the world and have Roman win. That would be a great freaking push, mind you, and he would be champion. But then I don't know. There's still, if Roman's champion, then it's just gonna go to a feud with Orton, because Orton has ties to the Authority, and the Authority doesn't like Dean Ambrose or Reigns. So I just see the Authority somehow getting involved and costing Reigns this match. And if it does go to Reigns, I just see that instantly being a feud from Reigns and Orton going into Battleground. Cena's always a safe bet, but it's too safe of a bet. So you could say Cena could win. Bray Wyatt winning, it's another too soon scenario. Even though holy crap. Everybody in this match, besides Kane, besides Reigns, and besides Cesaro, has beaten John Cena in a 1v1 fight. That's another point I just noticed. Orton has beaten Cena. Sheamus has beaten Cena in a table match. And that's about it. Alberto Del Rio's never beaten Cena. No. And Bray Wyatt's beaten Cena. But yeah, half of this people that's in this match has beaten Cena on a main event stage. That's something to take note of too. Oh, and Cena loses in tables matches, but this is not a tables match. But I don't know. It's just, I can't call this one. I mean, there's so many possibilities. You could go with Cena. Like I said, I have a strong feeling they're gonna play it safe. So they're either gonna go with Cena, Orton, Del Rio, or Sheamus. And to my knowledge, I don't think there's been a person who has carried the US title and the WWE title at the same time. I could be wrong on that, but that would be interesting for them to give that to Sheamus. I don't know. I can even see Kane winning. I don't know. You have two Authority members, Authority affiliated members, Kane through Stephanie, and obviously Orton through Triple H. That plays a factor. You have Cesaro or Paul Heyman guy, but like I said, I think it's too soon. I don't really. To me, it comes down to Cena, Orton, Sheamus, or Alberto Del Rio. Those are the four people I see that's going to win. It's going to be a good match, but those are the four people I realistically see winning. But hopefully it's a good match. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. That's going to wrap this up for this week's Drama Scripted Saturday. Remember, this is Drama Scripted Saturday every Saturday. If you've liked what you have witnessed, please subscribe to my channel for Drama Scripted Saturday, which we'll get every Saturday. And if you want to ask me a question, feel free to leave it down in the comment section below, or my contact information is in the description box below. And I'm Game Fiend of all games, guys, and I'm signing out. Later, and peace.